What it do, gangsters? It is Boom Headshot here, and I bring you a game of Domination on Firing Range.
We lost Charlie.
Um, as you can see, I'm using the Silenced FAMAS with Scavenger, Sleight of Hand, Hacker, and my kill streaks are
B
UAV,
secure.
Blackbird, and Attack
Our spy
Dogs.
planes in the air.
And normally, I would not capture all 3 flags. We do that in this game, and I honestly don't know how we didn't get destroyed the entire time, but we did it. I'm not sure how.
B secure.
But as you saw, captured A, ran up, captured B, and you'll notice me, I'll just absentmindedly, I should say, knife instead of crouching. And that's because I've been on a long Battlefield Bad Company 2 binge, I suppose. And, you know, personally I like the game. I like the sniping in the game, especially a lot more than Black Ops. But leave a comment below if you think which game you think is better. Personally, I believe that BFBC2 is better. I mean, I like Black Ops, don't get me wrong. I do pretty good on it, but since starting to play Battlefield, it's just a lot more enjoyable. I don't get nearly as ticked off nearly as fast as I do when I'm playing Black Ops. And so you'll notice that my buddy there already has a chopper gunner. He actually ends up doing better than me this game, but overall we just destroyed these kids. And real quick, I just want to say, if you guys have any topics or any tips at all of how you think I could better my commentaries or my videos or my channel at all, I would really appreciate it if you left me a comment below. And anyway, now that he just got done with his chopper gunner there, he calls in a Blackbird, which I actually just get mine, so I can't call mine in yet. But you know, I'm running around, I'm getting kills, doing what it is that I do. I sounded like El Prez right there. Speaking of El Prez, a lot of people think this gun is pretty cheap. They think it's about as bad as it was back in MW2. Not literally bad, just that it was uneven. Now, I'm not seeing where this is coming from, because if you think about it, compared to some other rifles, it doesn't have near as high damage, but it has a medium-sized clip, and it's got an extremely high rate of fire. Now, you tell me that makes for a good gun, but I would not say it's overpowered like El Presador and other specific commentators do. A lot of people wanted to get it nerfed, but, you know, it wasn't a big deal for me. Like, I personally like the gun. I do pretty good with it. That was BS right there. I like the gun. It works well for me. But, I mean, I'm by no way saying that it helps better my gameplay or my games at all, because it is a gun that requires less skill to use. If anything, I would say that is the AK-74U with grip and rapid fire. Honestly, Treyarch actually put out a little like post on a forum of theirs. Right there, you can see that's 22-0. But they posted on a forum that they knew that there was an issue with the AK-74U and its grip and rapid fire. It actually shot too accurately, and yet you see previously stated commentators using it. Now, I'm not bashing anybody, and I'm not saying that you have to have great commentaries. Like, you don't have to have good gameplay for commentaries. Mostly, it's supposed to be about having your opinion shown to the public and your fans, or just anybody who happens to be watching. And someone actually brought that up to me, because, you know, I'd always thought commentaries was basically dictating what happens in a game that you play. So if my previous commentaries were a little unlively because of that, I apologize, but I'm gonna start working on it. And by this point, you can see where we are pretty much doing the name of the game, Domination here. dominating these kids. 142, 145 to 29, 148 to 29. And I think that right there was my first death. Or maybe my second. I don't know. But like I said, I'm not trying to bash anyone, just kind of using their ideas. And I think this game does have some issues that need to be fixed in the future, i.e. Dedicated servers. There's the single-handed thing that the thing I love about BFPC2 more than anything else. Dedicated servers. That is why this game, Call of Duty, the entire franchise has gone downhill, because they do not have dedicated servers. Because that, as soon as you have servers that are not literally dedicated to the game, it automatically lowers the, I don't know, I would say, like, just, it doesn't make it as fun. Because when you watch videos in theater after playing the game, you realize that you shot behind people. When you thought you were leading a shot a little bit, you were actually right on them. When you thought you were right on them, you were actually behind. And that's purely because of lag. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that unless you're host. And I actually read this on one of my favorite forums, is that because basically what's happening is when you're host, because you're directly connected to the server and everybody else connects to you or something like that, basically what happens is your packets get to the server before anybody else's. Because of that, your shots are registered before anybody else's. So that's why if you notice sometimes when you shoot people and they kill you and then you watch the kill cam and it doesn't look like you shot at all, it's because of that. They were host and their packets got to the server before yours did. And basically, the only reason it shows up on your screen is because it's local. And I mean, that's where I'm going to stop here. This video's ending, so I'm just going to go ahead and say comment, rate, subscribe.